Hi everyone, I'm Genevieve and thanks for joining me today. In today's class, we will be doing a yoga for uncertain times. So this class is great for anyone going through any physical or emotional trauma or overwhelm or feelings of stress or anxiety. The sequences today will help to provide some relief, some focus, some relaxation, and a sense of security. So let's create some space within the body and mind and just unplug from whatever it is that is bombarding your mind today. Just give it a few moments to have peace within itself. So when you're ready, meet me at the top of the mat, standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. In mountain pose, stand strong. Root into the feet with the big toe knuckles touching together and feel the legs energized. Feel weight in all four corners of the feet. Look down at your feet and lift and spread the toes as wide as you can, and then lay them gently onto the floor. Stand tall, pelvis is neutral, and the waist is lifting up. The spine lifts up through the pelvis. Let the hands extend dynamically down the legs. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Just taking a moment to create space within the mind, letting go of any thoughts or feelings that are overpowering your body and mind today. Just take note of what they are. Maybe it's in the breath. Maybe it's in the rate of the heartbeat. Maybe it's a pit in the deep, deep belly of the stomach. Maybe it's a lump in your throat. Maybe it's a sense of feeling stuck, locked up. Today we'll work at releasing that, opening the floodgates to allow some relief into the body and mind. Gently open your eyes, root into your right foot. Bring the left leg up, holding around the front of the knee. Pull the knee into the chest and feel lengthened through the spine. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Then hold on to the left ankle, bringing it into tree pose. So the sole of the foot goes to the right inner thigh, or it goes to the shin, or down on the ankle. So lift that foot up to wherever feels good. Hands come to heart center. Feel openness in through the hips. Steady gaze. Feel free to use a chair or hold on to a wall here if you're losing your balance. Inhale the left knee forward. Exhale, stand that foot down right beside the right foot. Without looking at it, see if you can match the feet, big toe knuckles together. Then have a look down and make sure those feet are even and straight with the heels tracking behind the second and third toes. Inhale, root into the left foot as you draw the right knee up. Hold it into the chest, really hug it in. Flex through the right foot and root down into the big toe pad on the left foot. Spine is lengthening up. Deep breath in And on the exhale, take hold of the right ankle, bringing it to the same spot on the opposite leg that you did. So whether that's the inner thigh, the inner calf, or on the ankle. Hands come to heart center. Wherever your foot is placed on the standing leg, just make sure it's not on the knee joint. And there's dynamic motion here, so there's resistance. The thigh is pushing into the foot, and the foot is pushing into the thigh. Inhale the right knee forward. Exhale, plant the right foot next to the left. See if you can match up the big toe knuckles using your sense of feeling. Then have a look down, make sure they're even. Exhale, bend the knees, maybe graze the floor with the fingertips. If not, that's okay. Inhale, keep the hips low as you sweep the arms up in line with the ears, framing the face. Just gaze straight ahead or slightly down. Inhale. Exhale. Then wrap the right arm underneath the left for your eagle arms. See if you can sit the hips a little bit lower. Lift the elbows up to shoulder height. Draw the forearms away from you. Squeeze the knees in towards each other. Pull the knees back in space a little bit. Exhale, release the arms, forward fold, Uttanasana. Just hang here for a moment. Let gravity do its job. Move more weight into the big toes, the fronts of the feet to get the hips over top of the ankles. Exhale, bend the knees, get low again, coming into Uttanasana, chair pose for second time. And wrap the left arm underneath the right this time, eagle arms. See if you can sit the upper body up a little more, but don't risk it at the expense of lifting the hips. Keep the hips low. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release. And forward fold again. If the low back is rounding, feel free to put a bend in the knees. Find length in the low back. Inhale, hands to shins, look forward. Pull the heart through the gateway of the arms. Exhale, fold, step back with the right foot. Coming into low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, release the hands. Push into the back toes, coming into high lunge. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands at the top of the mat, shoulder distance apart. Step your body back into plank. Lift your hips up, downward dog. Hands are shoulder distance apart here. Feet are hip distance apart. And just like when we were standing, make sure those heels are hiding behind the second and third toes. It's a long stance here, so heels may not touch the ground. That's okay. Feel energy rooting through the palms and the soles of the feet. And feel like you have a helium balloon lifting the hips up even higher towards the ceiling. Inhale, step the right foot forward, in between the hands. Drop the back knee for our low lunge. Exhale, release the hands, push into the back toes to lift up into high lunge. Sweep the arms up again, shoulder distance apart. Keep a deep bend in the front knee. Pull right hip back, left hip forward. Exhale, plant the hands. This time, step left foot to meet right. Big toe knuckles together, or you can play with hip distance apart, feet hip distance apart, forward fold. Inhale, bend in the knees, come all the way up, either rounding up or come up with a flat back. Stand tall in your mountain pose again. Draw the low belly in, low ribs come in. Then inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, dive the body forward. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step your body back into plank. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Pivot the left foot so it's at a 45-degree angle. Keep that toe at a 45-degree angle as you step the right foot forward behind the right wrist. Have a look back. If the heel is lifting, that's okay. Inhale, sweep up, warrior one. Pull left hip back, right hip forward. Sorry, right hip back, left hip forward. And then exhale, open up into warrior two. So you're spinning the back foot down parallel to the back edge of the mat. Right heel is intercepting the middle of the left arch. Deep bend in the right knee. Flip the right palm, exhale, left hand comes to left shin or thigh, and a gentle lean back. Reverse warrior. Inhale, back up through center. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot, coming into warrior three. Stepping into the left foot, coming into your standing capital T. Squeeze the inner groins together. Then exhale, bend through the right knee, step back with the left foot. So you're about one leg distance apart here, and your heels are on the same line. So they're not crossing. That will make the balance fall off. If you need to, move the left foot over to the left a little more, no wider than hip distance apart. Just enough that you can square the hips forward. Have your hands on your hips here for level one. Level two would be hold on to elbows. Level three, reverse prayer behind your back. Inhale, look up, level hips. Exhale, Purvotanasana. Option here is you can have blocks underneath your shoulders to help you stay supported in the pose. Push weight into the back heel, flat back here. Inhale, come up. Exhale, turn to face the side of your mat, coming into a wide leg forward bend. So here you want your legs really wide, about 1.5 leg distances. Have a look down at the feet. Heels are tracking behind second and third toes. Hands come to hips here. Inhale, look up. Exhale, dive the body forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, pivot onto the balls of the feet so that you're back into your lunge position. Sweep the body up for crescent. And exhale, dive forward, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step the left foot forward this time. Pivot back on the back of the right heel. This time, pivot the right heel, This time, pivot the right foot so it's at a 45-degree angle. Keep the toes at that 45-degree angle and make sure the knee follows in line. Step the left foot up behind the wrist, and if the back heel lifts, that's okay. Inhale, warrior one. Keep a deep bend in the front leg. And if you're having a hard time squaring the hips to the front of the room, move the back foot over towards the right a little more. Exhale, open up into your warrior two, heel to arch alignment. Go wide here, so knee tracks over top of the ankle, gaze over the left fingertips. Flip left palm, exhale, back, reverse warrior. Inhale, back up through warrior two. Pivot on the ball of the back foot Hands come to heart center, coming into warrior three. Squeeze the inner groins. Squeeze the left outer hip in towards midline. Right toes point down towards the ground. Exhale, bend through the left knee, step back with the right foot so the legs are about one leg distance apart here. Coming into Purvotanasana. Heels are not crossing, but they're pretty narrow, so they're on the same tape line, or you're no wider than hip distance apart. Take the hand variation you did on the last side. Inhale, look up and lengthen. And exhale, bow forward. Pull left hip back, right hip draws forward. Keep reaching through the torso. Feel the heart reaching towards the big toe. So there's no rounding in the back. And again, if you'd like blocks underneath your shoulders, you can use them as support. Inhale, reach the heart up, come all the way up. Coming into wide leg forward bend. So turn to face the other side of your mat. Go wide. I like to bring the heels to the back edge of the mat. That way you know that the heels are in good alignment. Heels track behind second and third toes. Hands interlace behind the back this time. Inhale, look up. And exhale, dive forward. Hips in line with heels. Reach the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale. If this is tight on your shoulders, you can always have a strap, holding onto a strap for bringing the arms overhead instead of interlacing the hands. Inhale, come all the way up. Reverse hinge. And exhale, pivot back into your crescent lunge. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Plant the hands, step back into plank, downward dog. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the knees and come to find a seated position with your legs extended out in front of you. Extend the left leg. Bring the right sole of the foot to the inner thigh, just like a seated tree pose. This is Vrksasana A. Option here is to have a strap to extend the length of your arms. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward, holding on to the ball of the foot, or option, have a strap around the ball of the foot and you're reaching up to make sure that the back is nice and flat. You can also take the edge of your mat if you don't have a strap handy and use it for some extra length. This is a handy little trick. Keep the right foot flexed so that we're not creating a banana ankle with the foot. Heart reaches towards the big toe and the gaze is at the big toe. Inhale, reach up and lengthen. Exhale, release, switching sides. Left sole of the foot to the inner right thigh. Sweep the arms up. And exhale, dive forward. So through this class, we use a lot of grounding poses to initiate a sense of security and focus. Inhale, reach the heart up. Exhale, release. Come to sit in a cross-legged position, one foot crossed in front of the other. Reach the body forward. This is a lovely spot for a block to place underneath your forehead, something where you can just melt into it. The pillow's good here. Keep the hips rooted on the ground, sit bones rooted on the ground. Walk the hands over to the left for a bit of a side stretch here. And then walk the hands over to the right. Inhale back forward. Walk yourself back up. Let's switch sides here. So switch ankles in front and then lean forward. This time walk the hands over to the left, over to the right first. Deep breath in, notice the quality of the breath. Exhale, walk yourself over to the left. Inhale forward and walk yourself back up. Rock over your shin bones, coming into child's pose. This is a great opportunity to have pillows or a bolster to lay in between your legs, something for you just to lay over. If you're comfortable in child's pose without props and you can relax in that position, then feel free just to spread the knees out wide, big toes are touching, and you reach the arms forward, forehead to the ground, and relax, tuning in towards the subconscious and the peace. If you find child's pose difficult, you can prop yourself up onto pillows as high as you need to and lay over the pillows, so it just reduces the flexion in the hips. Or you can alternatively have a chair right in front of you and you can lay your head on your hands on the chair. So there's lots of options here. Use your third eye as your focal point. The third eye is located between the eyes and about 1.5 inches into the head. You can picture, visualize that space. That's your third eye, where all of our power and wisdom and everything we need is held. It's all within us, within this space. Use the breath as an anchor if the mind starts to wander. Don't judge it. Don't cave into it. Just be objective, notice it, and let it pass for now. And gently walk yourself up and make your way over onto your back, extending the legs out in front of you. Make sure you're a straight line coming down onto your back. Let the toes fall open, shoulder blades underneath you. And let the palms face up, curl the fingertips in. Let everything melt into the ground, whatever you haven't released through the practice, just let it go now for Savasana. Let the breath come back to its natural pace. Relinquish all control of the body. And gently begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Take a soft breath in and out. And roll over onto your left side. Push yourself up to a seated position. Cross your legs, hands at heart center. And just notice if you've created any more peace or space within the body or mind through this class. Just repeat to yourself, may I be safe. May I be at peace. May I stay focused. May I be safe. May I be at peace. May I stay focused. May I be safe. May I be at peace. May I stay focused. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, universal peace. Bring your hands to your forehead, bowing forward. Namaste.